It's insane to me how they're planting things here. You will see just a cliff. We have to literally walk above water. Clothing with you. If you do one wrong step, even this one, you fall. How dangerous this looks. Good morning, everyone. It's our second day in Madeira and we are doing now Levada Nova, which is not one of the most popular trails on the island, but it's definitely worth it from what I've read. And the parking is hard. I mean, there are not a lot of parking spots. The street here is very narrow and you will have to turn around a couple of times in order to find a good parking spot. I mean, not a good parking spot, but a parking spot in general because you can't find one. We turned around 2 or 3 times and we parked farther away, and it's not a problem for us. It's okay to walk for a bit, but be aware of that and try to get here as early as possible. Also, one reason for which we are doing this trail today is that it was raining very heavily where we are staying, and we are staying pretty close to the airport, so on all that area of the island it was raining very hard, and I've decided to just choose this trail because it didn't have a lot of reviews about rain or being hard during rain, so I figured it would be okay to hike this when it's raining, I think. But right now it is not raining anymore here, so we are lucky. As you can see, we barely started the trail and we are already rewarded with such a beautiful view that I'm filming right now. We are going this way. There aren't many signs about this, but this trail seems very well maintained. We're walking on this way and as you can see it is a bit scary because we are so high up, but the trail seems very easy so far, and you have also this safety fence, let's say, but it's a long way down, so it's a bit scary if you're afraid of heights, honestly. While walking on the trail, we also saw some waterfalls here and there, but I think they are temporary because it has been raining a lot in Madeira in the past days. As you can see, it is really scary on the trail. Just so you know, these handrails, protections on the left side, on some parts of the trail, they are not really everywhere, so there are parts of the trail where you don't have them. It's insane to me how they're planting things here next to a cliff. Anyways, I think we've been walking for the past 10 minutes and the trail is still the same. Very easy, very flat, but very, very pretty. And still, I get the chills from how high the altitude is and how close we are to the cliff. But it is very beautiful, as you can see. If you take a closer look on the left side, you will see that there is a river there, and believe it or not, we will actually reach that river. So even though we are currently so far away from it, we will just descend. Anyways, a very important tip about this trail is that if you find it super scary and you would not turn back on the same way, make sure you turn back the exact moment you realize that, because there is no other way. So you have to either come back on this same way or go on another way more dangerous levada, which I will talk about in the next video, and that will be terrifying. So we have been hiking for the past half an hour. We are at almost 2 kilometers of walking and it is very easy so far, so this is doable for everybody, no matter what is your activity level. It is really easy, just flat all the time. Just be aware if you are afraid of heights, this can be a problem. It's very safe, but it can be triggering because you are looking on the left side and you will see just a cliff, like you are falling or you could be falling, so it is pretty scary. Right now we are passing through some bushes, some trees. It is very pleasant. Another tip for this levada, or in general any other levada, is that if it has been raining a lot on the past days, you should not really go, or at least you should check the situation, because in a lot of places the water that you see here on the video was overflowing on the trail, and that could be slippery and dangerous based on which levada you are doing. So on the trail we went kind of below under a small waterfall, so it was very wet. We are lucky that we have this waterproof jacket, but if you don't have them, just run on the trail because you will get wet pretty quickly if you don't, but it's not that bad. And also we are actually currently in a forest, so we are not exposed to the cliff anymore, which is good for people with fear of heights. We don't have that, but it was still pretty weird to walk over there even if we don't fear heights. It is still on a flat surface, it is still very pleasant, very easy, all good. Here we were acting a little bit childish because we were really surprised by how fast the water was moving, because we were climbing this hill, so the water was moving much faster than before. Anyways, you can see right now we were not next to a cliff anymore, we were basically in the forest. So if you were worried about that, you can see that it's not always that bad. We have to literally walk above water, as you can see. And it started raining now, but it is not raining that bad. So this is another reminder to take waterproof clothing with you, because you never know with the weather here. It may stop raining all of a sudden anywhere. Say hi to this tree in the middle of the trail and we keep going. This is almost overflowing and I am seeing something that scares me. Oh my, I have a phobia. And then the trail, which is so pretty, and the view. Anyways, right now I will just keep on showing you how the trail was. For example, right here you see that it is not really well maintained and it can be slippery, and now you can see me and Mike. But anyways, it was not really 100% good and safe everywhere, to be honest. For example, here it was a bit scary because we were again very close to the cliff and there were some parts without protection, and you can see there's a lot until down there. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like it and also to subscribe. I would really appreciate it a lot. And as you can see right now on the screen, we had to keep our balance on a very small piece of land, and it was really weird because there were many parts like that around here because of the rain, and it was interesting, let's say, but be careful because you could easily fall and get hurt if you step inside the running water. Anyways, I want to talk now about the differences between this trail and the next one, which will be the one where we returned. And this one is called do Moinho, so Levada do Moinho, and the other one is called Levada Nova. I will leave it on the screen. And you really need to be super careful if you choose to come here, because Levada Nova is really super dangerous. I will show you in the next video. I separated them in two different videos because this one would have been way too long and I want to focus on each of them separately. So if you're curious about the next one, make sure you subscribe in order not to miss it. Anyways, in the video right now you can see a small waterfall, and this was our first break. We took our time to get some snacks and some water, and it was super beautiful around here. We had some small rocks on which we could pass. I will show you in one moment. You can see them over there. It can be a little bit confusing at first, but this is where you have to keep on going. You can also see the rope and the protection there. It is doable for anybody. Anyways, here we witness a funny and also sad, let's say, story in which a group of friends tried to cross this river, and one of them got his shoes in his hands and he dropped by mistake one shoe and it ended up in the river, and you can see that it was going away really fast. Then he started running after the shoe and I think he fell a little bit on the rocks, but he was okay and eventually he managed to get the shoe. Okay, so I have to tell you some things because I didn't speak for I think the past hour or half an hour, so I have to keep you updated. We reached a point where there was a huge river that you had to cross, and there were some people that were risking it, like they were jumping between big rocks, and we did not want to do that. Someone lost his shoe inside the river and then the river was taking it further away. Luckily and happily he got it back, but this was a bit too risky for us. We didn't want to take that risk, so we stopped there and turned back. And while turning back we saw some stairs and we climbed them. It was not that hard, not so many stairs, so it was worth it. And now we're going back on another trail. I don't know where it leads us, maybe still to the parking lot. From what I've read in the reviews, there are two trails here. So we saw now that if you crossed this river, it would lead you to this waterfall. Wow. Okay, so last minute change, we are turning back because Mike noticed that we probably can go on this path very close to the waterfall, almost the same thing as if we did the river crossing. So let's see if that's the case. So this is really scary, as you can see. Whew, I'm like less than one step away from this. So here, like if I told you at the beginning that if you're afraid of heights, don't come here. Here it is even worse. It's next level. There is literally not enough space for two people to pass. And if you do one wrong step in some points, for example, even this one, you fall. The good thing about this trail is that we found two incredibly beautiful waterfalls, but if you will watch the next video, you will find out that you can actually visit these two waterfalls too without doing the most risky parts from Levada Nova. So if you're really interested in doing that, please make sure to subscribe in order not to miss my next video. If you realize on camera how dangerous this looks, like you can see, we walked over there, I'm here, and oh. I can see the other path over there. You can see some people. There is a goat. We are not in the place where we parked, and we are in a random place. I don't know how somebody really starts the hike here between houses. It was not really safe. Listen to me, if you have fear of heights, don't try this trail. I will let you know how much we have in total. I think around 10 kilometers. So happily we made it back alive. And also look at that super cute cat. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please don't forget to like it and also to subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and see you in the next video.